So you dreamed this up sitting in a car outside of your home here in Los Angeles. What was going through your mind?
You know, it was 4 a.m. and I was coming home from a music video shoot and just feeling like this can't be what I'm meant to be doing. But it kind of came all at once in this phrase, 2 women go on a crime spree. But I kind of saw the whole movie in one flash.
Including the ending.
Yeah.
And then the studios passed on it.
Good.
And you ended up going to Mimi with it.
At the time, actually, Callie really wanted to direct it. And, you know, we talked about it, and we talked about how big of a movie we wanted it to be, or, you know, because maybe for $1 million, we could definitely pull it off. And
$5 million, I was thinking.
Yeah.
And then Ridley spent another 13 on water trucks and stunt
Myself.
Well, Ridley wasn't originally planning to direct it at all. He thought he'd produce it, right?
he was afraid of 2 women in a car on a crime spree. Didn't think it would be exciting enough for him. Hence the water trucks and the 100-mile-hours backwards in the gas station.
The thing about the movie is that it's so honest. You know, it really doesn't pull any punches. And you watch these women turn from feminine creatures into incredible heroes, and they strip themselves along the way. How much of that was in the script? How much of that was what you and Susan worked out in your wardrobe?
Well, my favorite part that I remembered watching it was, you know, at one point I end up wearing JT's denim shirt, and then later I have the sleeves are ripped off, and Susan is like washing with the sleeves, and then she puts little strips of the sleeves on her neck, and then I end up with the trucker's hat. All that stuff was really fun. I don't remember. I mean, everything was in the script. I don't remember exactly, but maybe some of those little details weren't. But that was really fun for us.
And I think Ridley really understood it in some very deep way. You know, he really wanted to make this movie, and people all along the way, I'm sure, suggested changing the ending, and I think, in fact, you guys even tested at one point a different ending. But
I actually, when we finally did do the deal with Pathé, which was supposed to be distributed by Warner Brothers, I actually got it in the contract that they could not change the ending of the movie, because I knew that it would be an issue, because it always came up in meetings. It was just once when the car was actually started to head down, and we got terrible ratings because, you know, everybody thought it was too depressing. So as
Who
long as
wants
you
to see
freeze
that?
frame, as long as it freeze framed kind of there, we were okay. You know.
it's always been a hard movie for me to categorize from the very beginning. I don't really know what to call. I call it an outlaw movie, but it is a comedy. And reason I wanted to make it funny is because women are funny, and they're funnier when they're alone. And you know, and it's just, I wanted to put them in that world where they could just so totally be themselves. And the stripping away of everything, including the makeup and all of that, it was all about starting them out how the world wants you to be, and you're pretty, but you end up as you are, and you're incredible. So that was my point. But fortunately, I had Geena and Susan to make it perfectly. And I mean, you know, that is something I will be forever grateful for.
Thank you.